Welcome back to Easybreakdance.com, your online guide to the dance, art form, culture, and the battle. I'm Dyzee of the Supernaturals crew, and this episode is going to be about how to join or start and run a b-boy crew. At this point, whether you live in or outside an area with a local b-boy scene, you should already be submerged in the b-boy culture and should have a few people that you could practice with either regularly or from time to time. If you not yet have done this, I suggest you continue to train on your own to increase your skills. Then represent at the closest local b-boy events to show off your skills and talents until you begin to make a name and earn a rep. But if you are already training with people, then let the lesson begin! One of the greatest joys and benefits in the b-boy and hip-hop culture is being part of a crew. A crew can provide many things like people to train with, friendships, brotherhoods, and of course, people to back you up in the battle. However, being part of a crew can do so much more, like teach you about life's lessons and values such as loyalty, honor, legacy, forgiveness, teamwork, communication, empathy, family, and much more. With that said, here are the crew basics. Firstly, if you are not yet in a crew but are training and or entering with b-boys, you should consider starting a new crew. This crew of people will be your first friends in b-boying, where you come up together and learn together. These crews are usually not so much about skills, but about finding people to dance and chill with. Starting a new crew can be as simple as the following steps. Step 1. Ask the people who you are already training with if they would consider starting a new crew. Number 2. Tell them the reason why you want to start a new crew and what are the goals and how you will get there. Number 3. Choose a crew name to start repping. Number 4. Find a practice spot and set a crew practice and training schedule. Number 5. Research competitions to enter or crews to battle and set goals and deadlines. And number 6. Continue to put down new members. A high percentage of these types of crews do not last, as many members eventually quit or move on to other things. Usually, the last few remaining members of a new crew will end up joining what is called a legacy crew. Legacy crews are crews that have been around for some time and have a lot of history and contributions in and for the local b-boy community. Legacy crews may also have built or advanced or taken on a certain type of style or approach. Since each legacy crew has lasted the test of time, they may have certain requirements or policies for taking in new members. If there is a legacy crew which you are interested in joining, here are a few suggestions. Number 1. Ask the crew if you can train together. If the crew welcomes you to come train with them, then they are in some way letting you in their inner circle to see if they can vibe with you. Vibing together means to get along with one another. If you guys can vibe, then go to step number 2. Step number 2. Get to know the crews and members. Getting along is one thing, but getting to know each other a little deeper is another. Sometimes legacy crews may have a different mission or goal than you have, and although being friends may not be the right crew for you. However, if you get to know the crew and the members and believe that this is the crew you want to get down with, then go to the next step. Step number 3. Ask them what it takes to get down with their crew. Just ask them. Simple as that. Step number 4. Contribute to the crew while working towards the goal. Majority of crews have their own initiation process. Majority of them are having to battle everyone in the crew. Whatever the initiation process is, it is usually meant to create some long-lasting bond or memory. Now, if you have managed to start or join a crew, congratulations! B-boying from the very beginning was meant to be a crew thing, just like basketball and hockey are meant to be team sports. While it's true that some people play solo basketball or solo hockey, the true way to enjoy the game is as a team. However, the real work now begins. Joining or starting a crew is easy, but running and keeping a crew alive is the hard part. Majority of legacy crews have different generations, thus having different opinions and different mind frames. Therefore, unlike first crews, where everyone is just a big group of friends, usually legacy crews operate in a totally different dynamic. Majority of legacy crews need some sort of leadership and vision. Otherwise, the rest of the crew may disagree on various topics or goals. With that said, the first step is to establish the crew goals, vision, and leadership. Here is a simple guideline of how to do so. Number 1, call on an important meeting with all the active and important members of the crew. Number 2, when together, explain the reason for the meeting and discuss everyone's goals and dreams. Step number 3, try to find a common vision and mission for the crew, doing your best to include everyone's goals and dreams together in the mission and vision. Number 4, let everyone know that leadership roles are necessary to not only spearhead the vision, but to be accountable for the success or failure. Number 5, let everyone vote or nominate who should be the leader or in the leadership roles. Step number 6, whoever is nominated should either accept or decline the positions. If there are 2 or more selected and willing, call on a final vote. And step number 7, once a final leader is chosen, each person in the crew should either agree or disagree on the leader and pledge loyalty. Now that your crew officially has a leader, it is the duty of the leader to establish the following. Number 1, who is the committee to oversee the leadership and determine if the leader is doing his or her job? Number 2, who is the second in command? Usually the person with a strong and close relationship with the rest of the team, because usually the leader will have to be the harsh and disciplined one. Number 3, when and where is going to be the mandatory crew training sessions? Number 4, what are the crew rules and policies? What happens when someone doesn't follow the rules? Number 5, what are the other roles and positions the crew needs to be filled and by whom? Overall, running a crew can be a difficult job, but also one of the most rewarding. It takes a lot of time to organize and build your crew into having a strong, organized crew foundation. But once you do, it is a lot easier to achieve success together. Just remember that as long as everyone is doing their job and following the leader, then the responsibility of success or failure lies on the shoulders of the leadership. Each member should take on certain roles and responsibilities according to their skills and capabilities. Of course, working towards the same vision and mission that was agreed upon by the entire group. Once you all get on the same page, your crew is ready to set sail. Anyway, I hope this lesson helps you as it did for my crew and many crews I've been working with all around the world. Once again, this is Dyzee of the Supernaturals crew, and you are watching Easybreakdance.com, your one-stop source to the dance, culture, art form, and the battle. Always remember, impossible is temporary.